The house you're about to see is a model recreated using artificial intelligence. It's not a physical address. It's a tool built so you can study how a design decision becomes a wall, a window, a room you can actually live in. So the thought-provoking question we're about to ask is, what distinguishes a house that's merely shelter from a real home that truly feels like a living space? Keep following this story and you might find your own answer. If it helps you visualize your own home renovation, subscribe. There's more to come. The workers first cleared away the overgrown weeds. Then the walls were washed clean with a pressure washer, revealing the stones underneath, a pale, authentic gray worth preserving. The rusty roof was completely removed. In its place, a gray-blue corrugated iron roof was erected, designed to withstand snow and rain for many years to come. Next came the windows. Energy-efficient black frames were chosen not only for their style, but also for their ability to retain heat in winter and keep light in all seasons. A new front door was installed, made of solid wood, incorporating smart technology for quiet operation. Warm cream trim surrounded the edges, softening what would otherwise have felt cold. Outside, the garden had become a graveyard of dry branches and cracked pots. Now, it was something else. Pale gray paving stones form a winding path instead of cutting straight through the lawn, because a straight path rushes you while a curved one invites you to slow down. Hydrangeas and autumn daisies fill the flower beds. Low, warm garden lights line the path. As the homeowner walks across this land in the late afternoon light, he sees not just a garden. He sees peace expressed in a tangible way. Inside the living room, cobwebs clung to the square ceiling, uncleaned for years. Paint peeled from walls that had absorbed decades of damp, musty air. The rafters were scraped clean and repainted, restoring a rich and luxurious feel. The walls were repainted a pale green, a color chosen because it doesn't compete with daylight. On the contrary, it retains it. The old stone fireplace was rebuilt with recycled wood bases and a modern gas burner, so the room retained its history without losing its inefficiency. The hardwood floors were polished to a subtle sheen. A corner sofa and leather armchairs were brought in, along with carefully selected ceramics and books that adorned the walls. What was once cold and neglected was now a room you'd want to sit in for hours. The kitchen, however, tells a different story, a story of the fusion of function and luxurious beauty. It started as a dilapidated shell stripped bare. Wide-gauge oak flooring was laid first because the kitchen floor experiences more daily wear and tear than most other surfaces in the house. The wooden kitchen cabinets were custom-made to fit the room, not the other way around. A stone countertop kitchen island became the focal point where the family naturally gathered. A farmhouse-style sink and brass fittings completed the look, the warmth of the metal contrasting with the coolness of the stone. Nearby, the dining area features a large table made from recycled wood placed against the window so meals take place in daylight, not under artificial light. Linen curtains soften the light. Fresh flowers were placed on the table before the final photograph was taken. Bedroom mold had stained the walls. A ceiling joint was cracked and sagging. After repairs, the walls were painted a warm white, chosen to reflect light rather than absorb it. The Polished wooden floors gleamed softly in the morning sun. A king-size bed with a fabric-covered headboard became the centerpiece of the room, complemented by a green reading chair and a custom-built wardrobe. Layered bedding, patterned rugs, and botanical artwork completed the space. In the final scene, the homeowner stands by the window at sunset, gazing out at a forest view he had never before seen clearly through the broken old glass. Finally, there's the bathroom, a neglected, dirty attic space. The plumbing and waterproofing took the longest time here because nothing in a house is as silently or expensively damaged as water damage that goes undetected. The floor is tiled with slate. Blue ceramic accents create subtle, meticulous lines on the walls. The freestanding copper bathtub becomes the central focal point, complemented by a copper sink and brass fittings that will only grow in beauty over time. Warm LED lighting runs along the beams, highlighting both the stone and metal textures. What this house teaches us is simple, even though the process was far from simple. Every material here, stone, oak, copper, was chosen because it suited the climate and characteristics of the place, not because it looked good in photos. If you're planning a home renovation, ask yourself what's worth keeping before deciding what to replace. If this were your house to rebuild, what would you keep first? If this story helps you visualize your home renovation, sign up and join us for our next home exploration.